I remember lying on the bed, wanting so badly to feel that sensual feeling again, and realizing that I had no idea how to be that way now. And I remember lying on my side to face my husband, and the skin fell over. It was like a landslide. There was so much of it that it was me, my husband, and this wad of flesh between us. I missed that body I used to have. I was grieving her. I was mourning her. I knew she was an accepted standard of beauty. Since that body, I've given birth to 2 twins. I nursed them for a year. I saw one of them through cancer treatment for a year. I went to a very traditional OB who said, you don't want to gain too much weight. And I kept saying, but I have 2 babies, I'm starving. And she looked at me and she said, when you're hungry, just have like a handful of almonds, or have an apple. I need a hamburger. And there's a lot of mommy blogs out there right now promoting the stylish pregnancy, which I think is just such bullshit. I was so swollen. I was over 200 pounds. I was left with a muscle diastasis. The muscles of your abdomen separate from the wall. Mine was so extreme that it hung off, and I had about 3 to 4 inches of extra skin. When I was done, when that weight all came off, even a year later, I couldn't wear underwear. I couldn't wear pants. I looked normal until you saw me from the side, and it was like I was going to be pregnant forever. I was seeing Lou through chemotherapy. When he was in the hospital, if there was a new nurse, they'd always come up to me and say, you can't be around the chemo if you're pregnant. And I'd say, I'm not pregnant. And this would just happen over and over again. Lou got out of treatment in the spring. I wrote a record when he was in treatment, and I also applied to a writing program, something I'd always wanted to do. Then my back started to hurt. My pain got so bad, I went to see a hernia specialist. They also said, why don't I walk you over to plastic surgery? While we're in there, you can just get a tummy tuck. I went in to see the surgeon, and he said, oh, this is one of the worst I've ever seen. We should probably do the mommy makeover on you. A mommy makeover, in case you're wondering. Tummy tuck, boob lift, lots of lipo. This is what we do. He goes, I do these all the time. I did like 6 this week. Oh, wow. And I was like, I'll just do the tummy tuck. I think I'll be okay. Thank you very much. And he was like, suit yourself. And a friend said, don't tell anyone. Just say I've been working really hard. I was like, but that did intimate that I had somehow failed. I woke up in the most pain I have ever been in my entire life. The irony was, the week before, I met with the hernia doctor and then accidentally with the plastic surgeon. Just those few weeks of being in school for writing, I was kind of coming to terms with it. My kid's alive, that's all that matters. About 6 to 8 months in, the skin started to look different. And I called the surgeon, and he was like, well, your skin was so stretched. It lost its elasticity. We're going to have to maybe do another one. I was being sold this erasure, but it's now like a hobby I need to have, that I need to keep going back. I'm not going back. And that is when I realized what had really happened to me. It's this maidenhood to motherhood transformation. And we as a culture, we want to stay in maidenhood as long as possible. So many women are trying to erase that rite of passage from their bodies, from their faces, their experiences. The old me needed everyone to tell her all the time that she was beautiful and smart and cool looking and her music was interesting and isn't it great that so-and-so just wrote about her. I mean, it started to spiral. In a strange way, I'm free now. I'm still learning to be comfortable with being free, but I'm starting to feel a new sexiness. It's like a little seed that is just starting to sprout. I don't know what it's gonna be and what it's gonna look like, but it's coming. My favorite part of my new body, my arms. They're bigger, they're strong. They've held 2 kids through a lot. My name is Alexa. I want to dispel the myth that we have to go to crazy lengths to erase maternity from our bodies, because it's not gonna work. We're still gonna be mothers. We still left point A and got to point B. And we should be proud of all the steps we took to get there.